And so once you find that genuine friendship in your life, you want to value that person, individual or individuals, and continue in your future to cherish them for as long as possible. And thankfully for me, I never had much success in relationships. I never had a social life. I never had one in which that I could call my own. I have Jen, my wife. I have very few people like Nazia, Louie, and I have now Jamie. He's a professional hairstylist, and we absolutely love him to death, right? The feeling is mutual. So. Of course. I mean, God. You know, that's one thing about myself is that once I channel my heart and soul into someone, I never betray them. I never leave their side for anything. I'm just like a lovable puppy, you know. This is just like constantly like follows you, and it's just man's best friend. Jamie here has done so much for us in our life, and for that, we are truly grateful for that in the entire world. We coexist among a society, a world where so many of human atrocities are ever so existent. As such, you know, poverty, war, drugs, all the things that I just absolutely immensely despise and hate about people, of human nature. It's just apathy,
you know, they're all linked. The poverty,
they're all
war,
linked. You're right, because it's all derived from our hands as human species. But although there are some light and good in the world, I will give it that much credit. But I don't see enough people applying themselves. It's all about, you know, such and such is dating so and so, and what's on the news, and what. Eric, I don't want to get into politics and things, but you know, it's just, let's just call it mass hysteria, propaganda, fear, self-loathing, and
it's
paranoia.
All about basic human nature.
You know, human nature is not supposed to be like this. We're supposed to help each other as a collective consciousness of society, of the world together.
But
and
people don't help each other. They're
so fixated in the sexual fetishes of their own reality. It's like an Alice in Wonderland. And they just care so much about their own selves and their own skin. It's just unfortunate. And you know, I've been projecting these videos for quite a few years, and the most important thing is to reach like-mindedness. And if we could somehow inspire through influence to create a better world, and that's our purpose as indigo children, as starseeds. I myself a Pleiadian, and you, I believe you said you're a shadow fairy, right? In between that dimension, that plane of existence. You're in between?
I am not going to claim anything on video.
There's that.
But I am in between, yes.
Much like myself. Alright, well, that's fair enough. Hi, Obi. So, essentially our purpose is obviously to, like I said time and time before, is to help change, and well, you know, not only change, but reroute the world into a better integration, a better system that's more free and more alive and more prosperous, more balanced. Freedom, and being able to find that connectivity and to change it from nothingness to greatness. And I don't know, this world just needs so much work done, and it's not even funny. Although I try so hard to find my balance. Not so much my balance, like that's easy to accomplish. It's more of finding your place among a human society full of sick fixations and peculiar protocols of a dormant consciousness, if you will. Let's just say the Matrix is very much real and alive. Like 1984, George Orwell, Thought Police, and so many people think we're insane or whatever, but the reality is what it is. Well, it happens, right, Jamie?
Right.
There's just I tend to not bite my tongue. I always tend to have my third eye open, and I always try to reach out to as many people as possible, and of like-mindedness, and people that are not allergic to the truth. In essence, the truth is how essential, how vital it is for us to unplug the signal, unplug the matrix, and swallow the red pill, not the blue pill, but those are limitless pills, right?
Right.
They're
all blue.
They're all blue, and they do help you to de-stress you and revitalize you. And I did a product review for those, by the way, for anybody who's interested. It's called Limitless Herbal Supplements Review, something along the lines. Oh, expand your awareness. But anyways, it's blue pills, but it's meant to open your consciousness, whereas the Matrix did the complete opposite and made you fall back asleep. For those watching our videos, please don't fall back asleep in the Matrix. Just open your eyes and you have to find your balance, find your serenity, your purpose. Everyone has a purpose and obligation to serve for. And it's not going to work and coming home all the time and paying your bills. No, it's not that. There's so much more to life than that. There's so much more that you've got to wrap your mind around, your consciousness. And you cannot continue to live inside the Matrix. And I sound insane, but I'm passionate. This is what we all need to do as a humanity, as a human species. It's unfortunate. Myself being a practitioner of shamanism and alchemy and magic, I believe in a conservationism, the fundamental respect of nature, and of expanding beyond spiritual dimensions. And when you see people, it really hurts. I hate saying that, but it does. When you see so much of this physical reality, this planet called Earth, right? I guess it's called Earth, right? It could have been called something different. It's just what man made the name for it. And yes, God is not somebody up in the sky like so many people believe. No, it's not. It's consciousness, this matter of energy that's combusted like all around us, right?
God is everything.
God is all around us. Just think of it as like Santa Claus, like
God is everything. Literally, God is everything.
Exactly. And you know what Santa Claus says? He knows when you are awake. He knows what you are doing, and he knows if you're being bad or good to be good for goodness sake. That's real. Just think about it that way. Same principle, same laws. But in essence, we disregard nature. We pollute the environment, and it's time to stop doing that. And I absolutely hate when people do that. It drives me insane. People abuse animals. People neglect animals. People just litter on the side of the road. People burn down and destroy nature and civilizations. We're destroying ourselves. That felt better. It's time. I'm sorry to be so passionate and so aggressive and exploding my consciousness, but damn, every time I try to be kind towards people and try to speak in a normal tone of voice, and it's like people never listen to you. Well, when you use vulgarities and obscurities, and when you have to raise your voice, then people listen to you. The whole world like shakes and like. I think enough is enough of the world corruption. You know, we have to find a way to somehow coexist with one another and help each other, and not live in a society full of judgments and fear and propaganda and paranoia and repulsive repetitions and fixations on trivialities and stupid social media of all things. I mean, God granted, like, you know, and technology of all things, yes, you know, I use technology to channel and convey our voice throughout the airways of the world. At the same time, I use social media as a vessel, as a way to, it's like a mirror reflection, you know, it's like traveling through portals, and essentially that's what mirrors are. So, it's just trying to help the world to wake up, to open your conscience, your mind, and your soul. I mean, it's in the chakras of your own body. And not many people are understanding of reality for what it is. They think it's all about fancy cars, nice houses, you know, materialism,
But
these good paying jobs. You know, like, it's not how much money you make; it's how much you save and how you live your life.
it's not about that. It's about your interaction with other people.
And harmonizing with nature, for one. Most important.
Life is actually about your interaction with other people.
Not just people, but most important, vitally, nature. It
That's
never
people.
Nature
I have
consists
never
of energy. Oh,
I have never actually
plants, rocks, water.
like people, like the things around you. It's not about it's not about just human beings. It's about the people around you.
Animals, rocks, nature.
Exactly.
You know, there are certain people who actually argue with me and told me of how there is no life in crystals and rocks and water. How could you say that?
There's life in everything.
It's not me that said it. It's my wife's father, and ultimately, you know, said it. It's like being a reverend and everything. You gotta. Oh, I mean, if you believe, like, I believe God created everything.
He's
So
a
how can there
reverend. What does he revere?
Christianity, I suppose, right?
So lip service. He reveres lip service.
Right. I mean, there's life essentially in everything. You would expect that people, human nature, would be so much more understanding and more full of life, but they don't. I hate to say that. The honesty and reality hurts. People don't make the world a better place. Well, there's certain people that are like ourselves who try, but 90% of the world population is just full of under a mind control spell and is dictated by their own blindness, whether ignorance or apathy or complacency. But there are those of us who are actually trying to make the world, you know, a better place. Like Phil Collins, remember Land of Confusion? Like Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. You know, I could name so many different songs, and they try to wake people up. Even Michael Jackson, even Robin Williams. You know. But anyway, as long as there's people like ourselves who are trying, or, you know, actually doing our best, and that's all that matters. Well, thank you everyone so much for taking this opportunity and watching this video. I hope that you had opened your eyes to this. I hope that somehow the channeling of this finite, small little particles and pieces of mechanical parts together, called a camera. At least I think it's called a camera. Could be something else. You know, it's like George Orwell. How do you know that 2 plus 2 equals 4? It could be something completely different. For all we know, maybe 2 plus 2 isn't equal 4?
Maybe 2 plus 2 is more like 2 times 2. Because when people actually
2 times 2 is still 4. No.
When people actually connect with each other, it's exponential.
What he said. He doesn't want to be on camera right now.
No,
reasons.
I am not going to be on camera right
now. For obvious reasons.
Alright.
He's all like...
I am not feeling my best today.
He's all ass naked over here. But I'm joking. But anyway, safe enough to say he's going to ultimately be creating more videos with me soon, and will be uploaded to this channel. We're doing cosmetic videos, hairstyling videos, his own comedy sketches, and just real, just straight up real. No censorship involved, no filter, no holds barred. So, anyway, I cannot thank you enough, everyone, for watching our videos. You actually do mean the world to us, and your faith and support in us, and by far your acceptance is much gratitude and much obliged, and we truly are happy, and that's why I created our videos. We can reach out to the world and have some kind of virtual reality social life. It's kind of weird to think about it. If to create videos in order to reach out to the world, because the people that you attempt to make friends with in real life are so lopsided, two-sided, two-faced, hypocritical, contradictive, and mentally sick, where it's not the hardest thing to do, is just to accept people, or accept the right people. You know, when you never do or say anything wrong to anyone, you're just who you are, and who yourself, you know. I don't know why. I studied human nature all my entire life, and even a life before, I never could find out why people are never loyal or faithful to each other. You can't find genuine people, and
that's because they're not loyal to themselves.
That's right. They're not loyal to themselves. So, anyway, I'm gonna kill this video. Farewell, everyone.